Hey YouTube, this is Jack Connor. I just wanted to pop in with my quick thoughts on The Meg, starring Jason Statham. As a writer, I have written a long series called The Atomic Sea, which is a genre series featuring a lot of elements of aquatic horror and also fantasy and steampunk and science fiction. I have a great interest in the genre of aquatic horror and science fiction. And so of course, I love shark movies. Any sea monster movie, basically, will get my attention if it looks like it's done, halfway well. And I don't mind seeing B movies. I love B movies. I love small indie horror movies. I will see, a wide range of crap. Some of which is actually really good. But I'm a connoisseur of esoteric genre movies, and very much love aquatic movies, especially horror movies and science fiction movies. The Abyss, Leviathan, Deep Star Six, and so on. So what did I think about The Meg? Well, I was disappointed. The Meg is a very bland movie. It's entertaining. It's a decent little popcorn movie. It's not bad if you like shark movies. This has got a shark in it. It's got Jason Statham. It's not all bad. I mean, Jason Statham versus a giant shark equals a ticket sold, in my opinion. But is it a quality ticket? Not so much. It is not the best movie ever made. It is, like I said, a very bland movie, blandly directed, blandly written. It plays out exactly like you think it will. There's no surprises. There's no atmosphere. In an aquatic horror movie or any aquatic fantasy or science fiction movie, there should be a focus on atmosphere. That is what really makes an aquatic themed movie. Think of The Abyss or Pirates of the Caribbean. Those type of movies are heavy with atmosphere and style, and this was not at all. And I think that it suffers for it. And it is what it is. It is a simple meat and potatoes action horror movie with a giant shark. Not particularly intelligently written. They do find good uses for Jason Statham. I think that Jason Statham is used better in this movie than he has been in most of his recent movies, which were even more bland. In fact, I've just stopped watching his movies because they're just so bland and forgettable and bad. And he is not, magnetic in them. There's no room for him to be magnetic. But he's much more of a star in this movie, and he works well in this context. I wish the writing had been better and the directing had been more interesting, because I think this could have been something. This could have been, not a great movie, but any movie has the potential to be great. And just because it's a shark movie doesn't mean it can't be a great movie. Jaws is a great movie. It is a classic of the cinema. But this is no Jaws. This is a forgettable little popcorn movie with a giant shark, possibly more than one giant shark. Um, and there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I think that the most interesting thing to talk about in regards to this movie is how it was made and marketed. In particular, it has a very international cast with a focus on the Chinese, and it is set as an international setting. And what little we see of the world outside of the boats and oil platforms, etc., is an international setting. So they're very much going for that audience, in particular the Chinese audience, to make this a profitable and a hit movie. So that shows how Hollywood itself is changing how they make and market movies, even cast principal cast members. So, but the cast did a good job, and the settings were appropriate. So it wasn't a detriment to the movie in any way, but it is interesting. And it is worth noting this shift in how Hollywood makes movies and markets them. And since that is really the most interesting thing about this movie, all I can say to wrap this up is that it was a missed opportunity. It could have been a much more interesting and memorable aquatic horror action movie. Something like Deep Rising, for example, which is a much more fun horror action movie set in a modern setting on the sea. So, do I give this a thumbs up? Yeah, marginally. If you like shark movies, this has got a shark in it. I think that's all I've got to say about The Meg. Thank you. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, share on social media, and let me know what you think about The Meg and shark movies in general in the comments below. Thank you.